This video is going to show how to deliver a MasteryConnect assessment within Schoology. And what's nice about this is that the kids go to the link to this test directly in Schoology, and then the score also transfers back into Schoology as well. So what I'm starting out here right now is in a MasteryConnect sample course. I found my assessment and I'm ready to get the information for the assessment. So I'm going to click Assess above any of the standards that it pertains to. And then basically on this page here, we have our information where we usually gather how we're going to deliver the test. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this URL bar, and I'm just going to double click on it to copy the whole thing. So I'm going to hit Control C, or I can right click and hit copy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over into my MasteryConnect course. I have a sample course here that's made up, and I'm going to go ahead and add a material. So in this case, whenever we use MasteryConnect assessments in Schoology, I'm going to click the Add File, Link, or External Tool. And then I'm going to click External Tool from here. This is something that's set up for you already, and you don't have to install or do anything to get it to work in Schoology. Then for the tool provider, we're going to pick MasteryConnect. The title is just whatever we want to call the test. So I'm just going to say Sample Test 1. And then I'm going to just paste my web address that I copied while I was over in MasteryConnect. All right, so then we have a couple other options that we can have. We don't have to worry about the consumer key, shared secret, or parameters. But since we're giving an assessment, we most likely would want that grade to come over to Schoology to make our lives a little bit easier. So I'm going to click Enable Grading. If I had paid attention to how many points my assessment was worth in MasteryConnect, I would want to make it match up perfectly. But in this case, I'm going to just say that it's 20. If I put the same amount of points that it's worth in MasteryConnect, when the score comes over, it'll be the exact score that you want for the exact points. If my points are different in Schoology than MasteryConnect, it's going to scale it just so the percentage stays the same. So that's just something to keep in mind here. And then for the category, we just want to give it an assessment category. And then one thing to keep in mind, in this case, I made a sample class that has 2 different class periods. So whenever we do this linking for specific assessments in MasteryConnect, we only want one class to be able to see it, because the students in the other class, when they try to take the test, it'll actually give them a little message saying that they don't have access. So what I want to do is I'd say, like, for my period 1 class, I want to let them have access, but for any of my other classes, I wouldn't. And then what that also means is that I would have to go back and do these steps for each of my classes if I wanted to do my assessments in MasteryConnect for a linked course. And then, like always, we'll put a due date on here, so that way if we transfer to Skyward, then it knows exactly where to put it. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit Submit. All right, so then on the teacher's end, I'm going to go ahead and say, all right, I got my sample test 1. When the students click on this, they will be basically opening up MasteryConnect within Schoology and be prompted to begin taking the test then. The next video we'll show is going to be what it looks like on the student end.